Okay, we are coming to you live here from the apartment where I've got my new OneVibe, MarimbaOne OneVibe vibraphone unpacked. The vibraphone is a idiophone, meaning that each time you strike a part of the instrument, it creates a pitch. It's a 3-octave instrument, so 1, 2, 3 octaves. First octave, second octave, third octave. And I got it with the silver finish. These come in silver and gold. And I believe the gold finish is not exactly the standard look of the vibraphone until the 60s and 70s, 1970s. I prefer the silver look. I just like the way it looks better, and that's just me. Vibraphone also features, it's a metal bar. It's actually an aluminum bar. So it doesn't necessarily react so much to weather, although extreme cold or extreme heat will throw the instrument out of tune a bit. It also features a pedal, so that means I could sustain the notes of the instrument. And the vibraphone, why is it called the vibraphone? Because it vibrates. And so what happens is that inside these resonator tubes, here, underneath all the naturals and accidentals, there's a little baffle that turns, and it basically adjusts the sound of the instrument to be louder and quieter, to give a sense of vibrato, not necessarily like the human voice or another instrument so much, because that is sometimes more of a pitch, but this kind of fakes it, and it makes it sound like it's more of a singing instrument. So it's a variable speed motor, so here it is on slow. And we can put it on medium. Or we can put it on fast. Fast speed is not really used too much. It was used a lot in earlier jazz recordings, so you'll hear a very wobbly sound. But it's okay when you're doing like in the higher register, using like pedal. So that's it. There was a request for a little song or two, maybe, to give you a little idea as to what the sound of this instrument is. I'm going to give you I'll do the first children's song by Chick Corea, jazz pianist Chick Corea. This was something that the junior year percussion methods class at Vandercook. If you were a flautist, or if you played the tuba or another brass instrument or a woodwind, I believe even if you were a voice student, don't quote me on that, you actually had to play this instrument with 4 mallets to be able to get a passing grade in the class. You either passed it or you failed based on this. And this is actually an interesting piece because it creates, you first have an ostinato on the left hand. An ostinato is just a repeated passage. It's a little tricky because you have to, depending on the grip that you use, I use a Stevens grip here. You have to roll the mallet. So you go from the interval of a major sixth to a perfect fourth. So you go from a sixth to a perfect fifth to a perfect fourth and back. So that's difficult for definitely somebody that's not used to playing a keyboard instrument. And then the right plays the melody. So you guys see melody. And then it comes together at one point. So it's a nice little tune. So I'll play this for you. I never had to play this because actually percussion majors, we tested out. Well, actually, we didn't even test out. We didn't even have to take a percussion methods class. But over the summer, I TA'd for 3 years. And so I got to sit around watching master students that were in their 30s and 40 years old play this, that were band directors. And of course, I had the usual, every semester where there was a percussion methods class, somebody wanted help with this one. So we'll see if I remember it, number one, and number two, if I can actually execute it. So again, first children's song by Chick Corea. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll get back to practicing. Maybe I'll learn one more song, but yeah, great instrument.